I want to thank the briefers by name, Dr. Arati Prabhakar, Director of the White House Office of Science and Tech, Avril Haines, Director of National Intelligence, Kath Hicks, Deputy Secretary of Defense, Vice Admiral Trey Whitworth, Director of National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, and Dr. Craig Martell, Chief Digital and AI Officer at DoD. Each briefer was clear, concise, and informative, and I was gratified that my Republican colleagues came out of the briefing and said, yes, this was a real back and forth, not just some people reading a piece of paper and not answering questions. Now, for sure, we're not done. Very soon, I will announce the timing for our third all-Senate briefing and again urge my colleagues to attend, especially those who couldn't make the first two briefings. Learning as much as we can about AI as quickly as possible is essential. AI is unlike anything Congress has dealt with before. It moves and changes so quickly, is going to affect our world so dramatically, is so much deeper in its complexity, and lies so far outside.
Aaron says he realizes he made a big mistake.
I deserved it. It was a bad choice.
They track down Aaron with his buddy in the passenger seat.
Pull over now!
He came to a halt pretty quickly.
Give me the belt.
At which...
Folks, this is an important day for the American people, and Joe Biden has made a big announcement. The Biden administration is now vowing to help consumers save money on healthcare costs, and experts expect that many households are about to save hundreds of dollars, even more. And according to Yahoo News, Joe Biden rolled out a new set of initiatives to reduce healthcare costs, a crackdown on what he called junk insurance plans. The Biden administration unveiled new guidance to prevent surprise medical bills and an effort to reduce debt tied to credit cards as well. And now Biden is building on previous initiatives to limit healthcare costs. The Department of Health and Human Services released new estimates showing 18 million older adults and other Medicare beneficiaries will save an estimated $400 a year in prescription costs in 2025. It's because of the president placing a cap on out-of-pocket spending as part of last year's Inflation Reduction Act, and it does make sense for Joe Biden to send out more stimulus payments right now. Another thing, folks, is that gearing up for his 2024 re-election campaign, as inflation remains high, Joe Biden has a plan to solve all the problems in America. The new proposed rules aims to close loopholes that allow insurers to offer products that can discriminate based on pre-existing conditions and market to consumers coverage that provides little to no coverage. Today, Biden announced that new guidance on medical billing stemming from the 2020 No Surprises Act is going to go down. The guidance would limit the ability of insurers that contracted hospitals to claim provided care was not in network and if customers pay more money. Health plans also need to disclose facility fees that are increasingly charged to patients and can surface as an unexpected cost in a medical bill. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau and Treasury Department are seeking information on third-party credit cards and loans that are specifically used to pay for health care. The higher costs and interest changes are discouraging people in need of treatment from seeking care. The president, in his remarks, highlighted previous efforts to reduce healthcare costs, including a plan allowing Medicare to negotiate prices for prescription and a $35 monthly cap on insulin for people in Medicare Part B. Social Security is a major source of retirement income for many seniors in the U.S., but not all of them. According to the Social Security Administration, about 25% of the U.S. population, age 60 and older, never receive any benefit at all. Even a large population of seniors who do qualify for Social Security cannot even rely on those payments alone to pay the bills. It's mainly because Social Security checks don't go far in today's economy. The average Social Security payment for retired workers is $1,800 a month. That's well below the median monthly income for $4,400 a month. And for someone, everybody, who worked all their adult life at average earnings and retired at age 65 in 2022, while Social Security benefits replace only about 37% of the past earnings. The average Social Security check won't go very far in terms of paying the bills. A recent report from Rent.com found that the median national rent alone is $2,000 a month. And before last year's soaring inflation rate kicked in, average monthly expenditures for the households was $5,000 too. In travel costs, recently the impacts of inflation are still affecting Americans, making it tougher for families to afford groceries and other essential goods. Microsoft, ExxonMobil, Walmart, USA have also offered bonuses, pay raises, and even gift cards to employees. But still, many of the nation's employers are still not paying their workers a living wage. The company website states that Lowe's employs around 300,000 associates, but it is not specified how much money each worker will receive and over what time period.
Between the White House and administration and Democrats up on Capitol Hill. Earlier today, both the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, and the Senate Republican leader, the Senate Majority Leader, Mitch McConnell, were on CNBC, and they explained really the fundamental philosophical dilemma here, which is all about how much is the U.S. government going to spend. Here's what they said.
Back on its feet.
Income tax credit. State is just urging you that all taxpayers work together on this, as this can change each year.
Economy in the weeks and months to come. That's why House Democrats are focusing all week on easing inflation and bringing costs down. And I know that's what my Republican colleagues want to do as well. And while this may not be a perfect alternative, there are no perfect alternatives. This is a positive step towards decreasing the cost to our people of things that they must buy, fuel and food. To support that mission, I'm proud to bring the lower food and fuel contact to the floor today at Mr. Scott's request. America's farmers and ranchers have long fed our nation and indeed much of the world. Despite their essential work, however, they have often struggled to turn a reliable profit in recent years because of rising expenses associated particularly with fertilizer, whose costs have gone up very substantially as a result of the crisis that we confront. By making fertilizer more affordable and by improving farmers' access to loans for precision agricultural technology, this legislation will help lower these production costs, which burden smaller farmers and contribute to higher consumer food prices. Additionally, this bill will lower gas prices by increasing biofuel adoption and investment, and by giving consumers greater fuel choices at the pump. Lack of competition in the meat and poultry processing industries has also jeopardized many of our family farmers and the people they feed. Competition is the essence of a free market. Competition is the essence of establishing prices that are reasonable and fair, both to producers and to...
The IRS has just announced that some people will be receiving a $121 extra crisis relief payment from the federal government. SNAP recipients can also expect to see some changes to their monthly benefits very soon. So watch the end to find out if you're eligible for the stimulus. Older by the end of this year to claim this free stimulus credit. Free stimulus credit, folks, because if a taxpayer who's eligible to receive this check owes any money to the government, like a child support or unpaid parking,